As it is a theoretical course and here the so many theory is there, so we will see architecture styles in terms of question base. That means what type of questions may be asked in the examination. We'll discuss some questions. First question, what are measures of architectural styles? An architectural style consists of a few key features and rules for combining those features so that architectural integrity is preserved. Architectural software is determined by the following some points. We'll see that points. First one is a set of component types, for example data repository, a process, a procedure that performs some function at runtime. Second is a topological layout of these components indicating their runtime interrelationship. Third is a set of semantic constraints. For example, a data repository is not allowed to change the values stored in it. And the fourth one is a set of connectors. For example, subroutine call, remote procedure call, data streams, sockets that mediate communications, coordinations or cooperation among components. Next question is explain architectural styles. Here also remember that whatever the answer discussed with the first question, that is what are measures of architectural styles, same content you can write for this question also. Next question is explain heterogeneous architectures and mention any other familiar architectures. We'll discuss here what type of answer or in answer what points you have to mention. There are different ways in which architectural styles can be combined. One way is through hierarchy. A component of a system organized in one architectural style may have an internal structure that is developed a completely different style. For example, in a Unix pipeline, the individual components may be represented internally using virtually any style, including, of course, another pipe and filter system. What is perhaps more surprising is that connectors too can often be hierarchically decomposed. For example, a pipe connector may be implemented internally as a FIFO queue accessed by insert and remove operations, and you are aware regarding the FIFO system. A second way for style to be combined is to permit a single component to use a mixture of architectural connectors. For example, a component might access a repository through part of its interface but interact through pipes with other components in a system and accept control information through another part of its interface. In fact, Unix pipe and filter system do this. The file system playing the role of the repository and initialization switches playing the role of control. Now in question some definition may be asked. We'll discuss some definition. First, data abstraction and event base. Data abstraction is the programming process of creating a data type, usually a class that hides the details of the data representation in order to make the data type easier to work with. Data abstraction involves creating a representation for data that separates the interface from the implementation, so a programmer or user only has to understand the interface, the commands to use, and not how the internal structure of the data is represented and or you can say the implemented also. Next definition is implicit invocation. Implicit invocation is a term used by some authors for a style of software architecture in which a system is structured around event handling using a form of callback. Then the next definition is layered architecture patterns. Layered architecture patterns are n-tiered patterns where the components are organized in horizontal layers. This is the traditional method for designing most software and is meant to be self-independent. This means that all the components are interconnected but do not depend on each other. Next definition is repositories. In software development, a repository is a central file storage location. It is used by version control system to store multiple versions of files. This may include multiple source code files as well as other resources used by the program. Branches are used to store new versions of the program. Next definition is interpreters. In computer science, an interpreter is a computer program that directly executes instructions written in a programming or scripting language without requiring them previously to have been compiled into a machine language program. And you are aware that in first year or since first year, you know that the interpreter, compiler, why we use the interpreter. Next question, explain properties of pipe and filter. We'll see some points. They allow the designer to understand the overall input-output behavior of a system as a simple composition of the behaviors of the individual filters. Systems can be easily maintained and enhanced. New filters can be added to existing system and old filters can be replaced by improved ones. Next point, they support reuse. Any two filters can be hooked together provided they agree on the data that is being transmitted between them. Next is they permit certain kinds of specialized analysis such as throughput and deadlock analysis. And the last point is they naturally support concurrent execution. Each filter can be implemented as a separate task and potentially executed in parallel with other filters.